Hi guys, I've been now for homeschooling in London. I haven't spoken to you guys in a while now. So I thought I'll just chime in and say that I am still here. And yeah, still homeschooling and still doing QMon. And yes, you know, in terms of how I feel about homeschooling now, I don't know if you haven't watched my previous videos, you wouldn't know that I was kind of back and forthing about certain things, and I wasn't really sure whether I wanted to like put him into school for like a part-time thing, or whether I wanted to keep him doing homeschooling full-time. I was getting frustrated with certain things, and I just wasn't really, I was getting like a bit confused about certain things as well. I feel a lot better now about it. Something has clicked with him recently, and everything seems to be falling into place in terms of him just kind of like assimilating the information, and he's a little bit less reluctant to do certain things, like because he got to that point where he was kind of reluctant to do certain, work and stuff. But things have actually fallen into place, and I've just kind of taken my feet off the brakes a little bit and stopped stressing out about, oh, he needs to be at a certain stage now, and etc, etc. But in terms of how I feel in myself, if you watch my other channel, which is basically about plant-based living, you'll see that I have suffered with anxiety and depression. You might have I've talked about it on here as well, and it's really quite hard when you're a mum and you're doing like homeschooling as well. When you suffer with anxiety and depression, it can be really stressful, and so I started doing videos about like how I alleviate the symptoms of depression and anxiety with a plant-based diet, and it's actually really helping me to feel less stressed out. The diet, I mean. Yeah, so what else do I have to say? I haven't been keeping abreast with YouTube videos in terms of homeschooling YouTube videos. I haven't really been keeping abreast with it. I haven't been keeping abreast with blogs. I've literally just been focusing on my business and focusing on homeschooling. And I haven't really been doing the social media side of the homeschooling, kind of like mummy blogs, and like I just haven't really been doing it. And I'll be honest with you, I do feel a little bit, it's weird, I feel a little bit better, because sometimes I find that when I look at like too many blogs and too many YouTube videos, especially when I watch the ones where it seems like the mothers seem to be like doing amazingly well and their kids seem to be really perfect just from looking at the videos. When I watch those videos, sometimes it can make me feel anxious, because I'm like, I'm not doing that. Like, I haven't got to that stage yet. I feel a bit anxious sometimes, but then sometimes it helps me because I feel like I've got that community there. There's certain videos I've done where people have actually done video responses and given me a lot of insight and help and advice, especially mothers that have been doing it for a long time, mothers that have got more than one child, or mothers that have got one child and how they cope with just having one child and homeschooling. So in a way, I kind of feel like social media is a gift and a curse when it comes to like homeschooling and just generally being a mum, or whatever field you're in. It can be a gift and a curse, because you can end up kind of like focusing so much on what other people are doing and forgetting how to just fix what's in your own home. So yeah, this video is just a rambling video really, to just sort of say, yeah, I'm still here, and I've got so many things in the pipeline at the moment, and in terms of my son, and in terms of just generally as a person, as a mum, I've got a lot of things happening at the moment. So I just wanted to sort of chime in and say hi to everybody in the homeschooling community, and just tell me what videos you want to see, because I did make a video a few months ago saying that I wasn't going to post so much videos on here anymore, because I had so much other stuff going on in my life, and in terms of like obviously being a mum, homeschooling, business, all that kind of stuff. So I kind of said I wasn't going to really post as many videos on here anymore, but I do want to start posting more videos actually, and I was thinking maybe I can start doing vlogs again on here. I'm not going to post so much stuff on my blog, my homeschooling blog, because I find it takes a lot of time, because I have so many other sites that I need to post on, obviously for my business. So I kind of like stopped posting so much on there. but I enjoy doing videos because it's easy to kind of sit in front of the camera and just like edit the videos and then just post them up. But I wasn't sure what content to post up, because at one point I did a couple of tutorials and they did really well. One of the tutorials that I did quite well, and it was called I think it was it 5? I need to remember. It was something to do with activities that you can do with your kids, like at home, in terms of learning activities that you can do with your kids. I think it was 3 learning activities that you can do with your kids, and that video did quite well. I think I did one other tutorial about raised lettering or something, and that did quite well as well. So I was thinking tutorials are cool to do, but the problem with tutorials is they take a lot of time in terms of planning and thinking about what to actually do. At one point, I did decide to do healthy recipes for kids because I really enjoy doing recipe videos. I like doing recipe videos. I haven't done recipe videos on my vegan channel for ages, actually, which is quite bad. I've just been doing vlogs. I'm going to add a few recipe videos probably in the next few weeks. Actually, Christmas season's coming up. Well, the festive season's coming up, so it'll be good to do sort of like festive kids healthy meals or something like that. I don't know if I'm even going to get involved in all that hype, to be honest with you, because I don't really celebrate Christmas. But yeah, tell me what you want to see. Whether you want to see, or just a mixture of videos, vlogs, recipe videos. And when I say recipe videos, oh, don't mind my nails. Seriously, it's a struggle. It's a struggle being a mum sometimes, man. I had these nails done the other day, but doing all kinds of stuff in the house, even though I was wearing gloves, it just made the nail varnish come off. Anyway, kind of rambling and digressing now. Yeah, vlogs, tutorial videos, and when I say tutorials, I mean like activities with kids or whatever. Recipe videos for kids, healthy recipe videos for kids. So healthy kids recipes. I could do that. I'm actually really passionate about healthy food for children, because it can be really hard. In fact, a friend of mine was saying to me that she really struggles with giving her children healthy food. She gets confused sometimes as to what to give them, like, because she sometimes finds it easier to just give them convenience food. And I said to her, well, you're going to have to really just kind of think about what's best for your kids and think about what's going to be quick and easy but still healthy for your children. And I've got quite a lot of recipes under my belt that I've put together myself, actually, for like nice, really delicious meals, but just healthy for children. So I might actually do a recipe video. I might do it tomorrow, I don't know. I might get my son to actually help me with the video. So we might do like a kind of vlog thing where we go and get the recipe, get the ingredients. Yeah, actually, there's these pancakes that I like making, and they're gluten-free. I make them with, obviously I'm not going to give you the recipe now because I'll do the video, but they're like plantain pancakes and they taste really delicious. The only thing is, I never really measure anything out. So some people might go, oh, but you need measurements because it makes it easier for people. But I wasn't really raised like that. Like, we didn't get 1 cup of this and 2 cups of that. It was just literally just eyeball it. And so I've learned to eyeball like measurements, and so I kind of have to really work out recipes. Yeah, and another thing I was thinking about doing, I know I'm rambling, but I haven't done a video in ages on here. So another thing I was thinking about doing is doing a recipe book, because as you guys know, I'm actually a writer. I'm a writer, but I've got a business which involves writing. But and I have several published books. But one book that I was thinking about doing was a healthy recipes for children book. I know there's probably many books out there like that. Well, there are quite a few books out there like that. But I was considering doing, like, obviously a vegan one, plant-based recipes one. And some people might think, oh, you know, these plant-based recipes, I can't look at it because it's just plant-based recipes. But in actual fact, even though it's plant-based recipes, they're healthy and anybody can eat them. So you don't have to be a vegan or a plant-based, someone who only eats a plant-based diet to actually still enjoy those recipes. You know, there are days when you might not even want to eat meat or eat anything like animal product based. Like for example, these pancakes, they're gluten free, they're animal product free. That's so in terms of gluten free, dairy free, yeah, and they're actually sugar free in terms of like unrefined sugar. There's no unrefined sugar in this recipe at all. So like those kind of things you can give them to your kids as a snack, as a breakfast, even as a dessert if you add like ice cream or, you know, some kind of like healthy alternative to ice cream, whatever you want to add. So yeah, this video is 10 minutes long. Anyway, I just wanted to just chime in really. My final thing to say really is what I've already said, but I just want to just remind you. So in terms of videos, would you like to see a mixture of the three, or would you like to see more of any specific type of video? So vlogs, recipe videos, and tutorial videos in terms of like learning activities or fun activities that you can do with your children at home. Those learning activity videos I will get my son to help me with, because he absolutely loves being in front of the camera. He loves filming. He loves watching me edit. He really enjoys being part of the process. Also, the children's recipes, I'll also get him to be involved in that as well. Help me to kind of like measure stuff out or whatever. So yeah, that's it really. Video's 11 minutes long. Don't really want it to go on any longer. But just let me know what videos you want to see, and just let me know if you actually want me to keep posting videos on here, because I did stop and I wanna kind of come back slowly. And in the new year, I'm gonna come with like loads and loads of videos on here and also on my vegan channel, because I've got so many projects in the pipeline for my business, and I want to kind of marry my business projects with some of my video projects, you know, to help to kind of promote some of those different things that I'm doing. Actually, before I go, I do want to quickly just say this, and no, it's just shameless self-promotion, but hey, the projects that I've been working on recently have been one site called quotarium.com, which is for inspirational and motivational quotes and personal development, but I'm just doing quotes at the moment. I'm just filling it up with quotes at the moment. And the other one is Laptops and Coffee Cups, which is my poetry, which is our poetry site, which we post original poems, so poems from myself and poems from writers that I work with, and we also post poems of other people that we like. And we'll also soon be doing interviews and stuff of poets and authors, etc. This other site that we've got is thinkingaboutaboy.com, and that site has got poems on there as well, but those poems are specifically written from the perspective of the female protagonist in a novel that I'm currently writing, and then the poetry book is going to come out next year for that particular site, thinkingaboutaboy.com. But at the moment, the site is being filled up with